Okay, guys. So let's show the a little basic, more fundamental way how to attack the S-mount armbar. One of the ways that I was taught and the ways that I like to teach people, and then reasons on why our hands go where they want. And I'm gonna give you a little submission series. So Diego's gonna lay on his back. I'm on the top mount. I get on top of this guy. One of the most common reactions this guy can do is push on the chest. Now, early stage, we don't want to teach somebody just to go right to the arm lock because, teach them basic mount prevention, swimming, all this stuff, not keeping a flat surface. But fortunately, this guy starts to push, and we're learning our attack. So as he pushes on me, I'm going to push the elbow across and lay my stomach down on his tricep here, making it difficult for him to bring his arm back. Never just leave your arms floating out. Bring everything in tight to this guy. So it just makes it difficult for him to move. If he wants to get his elbow down here, it's not going to be him just trying to pull his arm across. He's going to have to move his head over to the side, and then just your head, stay flat, move your head right here, keep your back flat, yes, and then pull your elbow free. And now he can pull his elbow down, correct. He comes back. If I post my hand here, he tries to make that movement there, his head doesn't move anymore. So watch what I'm going to do. I slide my knee up very high. Look how high my knee comes up. I probably have more of my weight on my hand. I'm very light on Diego right now. Most common mistake I see is people bring their foot in, like so. I have no space on top of this guy. So instead, I'm going to drag my heel, scoop his arm if need be, curl my leg in, I bring my weight back up on top of this guy. My toe is active on the back side. My hips are forward. It's very tight for him. Hug the arm, post the hand to the hip. This is not wrong. I do this sometimes. But you miss a series. You have options, and you lose these options when you go this way. This is really good to keep you tight, but to have some options, you make the switch. I hug with my arm. I don't grab. I hug. I post my hand next to his hip to make it difficult for him to move his hip a little bit. I lean my weight on my hand. I bring my shin across his face, shin together. Now, I don't drive my hips forward. Instead, I turn like I'm rotating towards his feet as I go for my submission. Submission 1. If I can straighten this guy's arm out, no need to sit back and have this guy be able to defend. But if he does grab his hands together, sit back, connect, switch, Kimura grip. Use it for positional control. Reason why that foot goes under, we post, shin across, we go to finish. Now, what happens if this guy does? We go off balance. This guy bumps us, boom, I fall over here. He starts to come up to his knees. I look towards his legs. My shin stays across his head. He's up on his knees. If he does not roll, he stays where he's at. Look, I just finished on my side. Submission 2. This time, I keep my shin on his head as you see over here. Very important because what this does is make it harder for him to lift his head to escape out. If he can bring his head up, he's going to grab my foot and he's going to be able to pass around. Okay, it's difficult for me. So, I keep this under control. I like to grab his ankle, initiate a sweep. Sometimes they'll roll for you. He goes to roll, turn your hips, anticipate that he's going to try to sit all the way up. So I need to switch my hip over and bring my leg over. I don't just try to swing my leg over because if I try to throw my leg over, look, I can't fit. So as he goes to sit up, I turn my body, kick my leg back, hug, and now look how I grab when I make this grip. I hug and I don't grab up high, instead I come under. Think of when you teach like very, very, very entry-level arm locks, guys teach this. Pull the arm up and then sit back in arm lock. If you have one stripe on a white belt, eliminate that from your book. Never do this anymore. This just allows this guy to be able to defend. Instead, hug, and look, I'm doing that same thing here. Now when I go to pull the arm back, look what I do. If I pinch my knees and I pull the arm back, it's counterintuitive. It's not working well for each other. But instead, as I'm pulling the arm like I'm trying to separate it from his shoulder, I widen my knees to create some space, allows his arm to get deeper, and then I pinch again. Under. I don't pull straight down. I like to pull to my hip where his legs are at. Because for 2 options. If he tries a hitchhiker escape, he arm locks himself. Second thing is I have more room. Okay, so 3 options. Third option is for you guys who pull straight down. It hurt us probably more than it hurt them. So pull to your side here. And it doesn't bother me too much. A nice, good, simple arm lock. Okay. So again, I come up on top. I look for my S-mount. Arm bar, I post my hand, I look for submission 1. I can always sit back and go for the submission. Oh crap, I made a mistake, I lost balance, he starts pushing me over, that's okay. I keep going, submission 2, he shoulder rolls because he's a little smarter, I bring my leg over, I go to finish. Remember, I pull, open my hips, and relock. This detail, look, let's get shallow. I'm losing his arm. Let's imagine this. Imagine I'm losing this arm lock. It's very low. This is a crappy arm lock. But watch, look how I adjust.
That's the proper way to make adjustments. So his arm never becomes bent so he can defend. I'm up here, hug. Then I make my escape, or then I make my attack. So I hope that helps you guys. A little arm lock. I'm a big fan of arm locks. Love leg locks, love chokes, love all that stuff. But an arm bar to me, that's like, after I do an arm bar, I'm like, yes, I just did jiu-jitsu. Like it feels cool. So hope you enjoy, guys. Peace.